With every new project I make, I found myself asking the same question: what is actually my directing style? I decided to make a short film that could show a lot about my creative style. Let's start with the film.
What? What happened? Is he okay? Okay, please let me know. Okay, bye. Oh, okay, well, okay, perfect, thank you.
So, let me show you how I come up with the idea before we started shooting and how I explained it to my actress Julia. Respiro.
Sì, bravo.
So, we're in Naples. We're going to film 1-2 minutes length project for my YouTube channel, and Julia going to help me with that.
Hi.
So, in 2 words, what we're going to do now. You're going to get some phone call. That will be phone call with a really bad news, which will put you in really uncomfortable position. You will feel something like a panic attack, something like similar to that. And after this phone call, you're going to wait for 1 hour for the storyline. It said that something bad really happened and you need to wait for 1 hour and things will become more clear. After that, we're going to show the process or the moment, the period when you're waiting and when you're struggling with this anxiety. The first scene where you're getting the phone call will be in this area. We're going to use 2 angles: the close-up of how you talking to someone and the wide angle from that area where you can see the background, which you can see now. I always have a general plan for the shoot. For a creative project like this, I rarely used a detailed shot list where I plan every single shot in advance. So let's come back to the main idea. Everything in the film should work toward the idea. Let's start with the camera movement and angles. Because I wanted to create an anxious feeling around the character, I used a handheld setup for most of the shots. The movement of the camera makes it feel like the character is struggling to keep herself on her feet. The medium shot from above make the character feel more vulnerable, and I used wider shots to emphasize her loneliness and the fact that she must deal with her problems on her own. The color grading. To make the story feel more dramatic, I used colder tones, lower exposure and lower saturation. At the beginning, the shots are brighter and slightly more colorful. As the story progresses, the image becomes darker and colder. And because the story eventually has a happy ending, the image becomes brighter and more saturated again. It changes together with the story and the character's emotional state. With the lower shutter speed, I wanted to create a feeling of blurred or unstable state of mind. I also used reversed shots. Here I wanted to create the feeling that time is moving very slow for the character. Let's talk about the editing. I used more fragmented editing style with some sudden cuts and unexpected transitions. For me, the editing was more about character state of mind, but it still has to be connected to the story. So, finally, what is my directing style? I don't think that cold colors, handheld camera, wide shots or unusual editing are enough to define my style. Those are techniques that many filmmakers use. Maybe that's what my directing style is. Not what I use, but why I use it. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.